Now, when you talk about housing, it reminds me of two instances, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Leave the policy issue alone, because that thing ain't gonna work. I mean, at the end of the day, they are targeting the wrong people to benefit from these houses. But that's not even my point. I once went to negotiate, not to buy, to rent
Mm-hmm.
in one of these apartments. And I identified the house I wanted, and I paid. So you see, you pay the deposit, 2 months deposit and rent and service charge and all that. So I did all that until some guy comes with a Pro Box and chooses the whole block where I had chosen the unit I had the unit I wanted to move in.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? The manager who was managing the property just called me just before I left the gate and told me, "Hey, dude, we'll have to return your money.
We have better money.
We have better money here." Now, I got a bit amused by this. I mean, and I was shocked. I mean, from what I know is we have agreed and we have a contract and we have a lease signed, everything. They were even willing to return and even add me damages. Then I went ahead to ask the person who introduced me, because he was the sales agent of that property. Told me the guy who came is an entrepreneur. This was in the beginning of these devolved manenos. He's an entrepreneur who works closely in these county tenders. And he came in with cash, 30 million. Akawambia hesabuni ikitosha, nipatieni ile gorofa yote. That is one instance. Secondly, all these government housing projects that you're seeing around are not owned by guys who are intended to, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I know guys in high places who own tens of those units. Yeah?
So it's benefiting the wrong people.
That is the point.
The rightful beneficiaries don't end up. So what do we? How should we correct
this? At the
this?
end of the day, you look at the private and the public sector. Absolutely. Okay, the thing is, wachana na hii maneno ya housing. I'm comfortable where I'm living.
So we let it run as it is.
Let people live where they can. Just empower these people to manage their life. Because absolutely at this time, you look at most of these Kenyans, they are struggling for one thing, and everybody right now is waking up very early in the morning to do whatever he can for one thing, to pay rent and to buy food. Once those two things are met, it doesn't matter whether I'm able to save or not, but at least I'll live for another month. And that is how people are living right now. Forcing me to take up a unit with this Nyumba or whatever thing they have come up with, this policy.
The housing fund.
Pardon my ignorance, because I've just joined you this time. And I felt it's good that I share this. That at the end of the day, these housing projects that Uhuru started, in my view, I'm not seeing it kicking off, and even if it does, it will not benefit the intended, because the policy is not meant to target those who need it.
The most.
And even those who we feel that they need it, in fact, they don't. Go to a person living in Kibra. In fact, they tried that Kibra project thing. And those guys who are intended to move into those houses, right now they are not the ones living in there. In fact, they went, and the first thing they did was to get off those doors. And I think they sold, because their problem is not a concrete walled house. In fact, they are so happy where they are.
Mike, would you
Ask
then
my
not,
grandmother
Mike,
in the rural.
Mike, would you not say then that the government afforded the inhabitants of Kibera a business opportunity?
I mean,
so now they're landlords.
Wisdom. I like your wisdom, Stacey. You always look at things on the positive. But let's say,
Mike, thank you very much for your call this morning.
If these guys were empowered enough to improve whatever they have, because for sure they're comfortable. I cannot go and start getting my mom from the rural
Yes.
and get her a concrete house wherever she is, because she's already comfortable in her problems are not that. Her problems are purely medical needs and what her grandchildren will eat in the next 10 years. So that is all. It is not a house. Most of these guys are housed and they are comfortable,
Okay.
including myself.
Asante Mike.